Hey, it's Dave. Yeah, I know. This is your life. The ultimate goal is to activate the creation of new brain cells that have been lost to MS. I do it by lifting weights. Let me show you. What makes my technique so powerful is that it adjusts to you. You can get back what's been lost. You can leave this disease behind. Stop the inflammation and heal your MS. Start your MS recovery journey by subscribing. It's Friday. I do my legs and lower back on Fridays at my free gym, which is my garage. I want to show you what I lift. I'm doing it for a reason. I'm hoping it will clearly illustrate how strong you will become to beat MS once and for all. All my life, I've never been strong. In fact, only a few short years after being diagnosed, I was so weak. Even if I had the balance to stand up, I could only do it for a few seconds before having to sit down. So, to use the word weak is an understatement. On every other Friday, I exercise my spinal erectors as well as my legs. The spinal erectors are beneath the traps and lats on my back. They control the bending of the spine. If you have MS lower back muscle pain, most likely these are involved. Both these muscles and the legs are the strongest parts of the body. I start with spinal erectors and 95 pounds on each side. I do 8 reps. I add the lightest resistance possible, which on the Bowflex is 5 pounds. Since I already have a 5-pound band loaded on each side, I take them off and load 2 10-pound bands. Now I have 100 pounds and do 6 reps. Next, I take off both 10-pound bands and add a 20-pound band. It's a little weird, but one 20-pound band feels slightly more resistance than 2 10-pound bands. So even though they both read 100 pounds, the 20-pound band feels slightly heavier. I do 4 reps. Now comes the transition where wave loading gets its power. To begin the second wave, don't drop back to the original 95 pounds. Just go back one step to 100 using the 2 10-pound bands. It's the new 8 reps. Once completed, take off the 10-pound bands and add the 20-pound band. It's the new 6 reps. Finally, add 5 pounds to that 20 pounds to make it 105 pounds and do 4 reps, which completes the second wave. The third wave begins with the transition. Go back one step to 100. It's the new 8 reps. Once completed, add the 5-pound band back. It's the new 6 reps. Finally, take off the 5-pound band and add a 10-pound band to make it 110 and do 4 reps. Begin with the transition to start the 4th wave. Go back one step to 105. Do 8 reps. Next, take off the 5-pound and add the 10-pound band back to make it 110 pounds and do 6 reps. Then add the 5-pound band to each side and do the final 4 reps. All the previous videos I've been using as examples started at 20 pounds. I think that's where I started. I don't know, I don't remember. Might have been more, might have been less. But it doesn't matter. This is how to become stronger no matter where you start. I figured out how to progress. So you've done it for a few weeks and you're comfortable. You feel a little stronger. Start with, instead of 20, start with 25. Wave 1 is 25, 30, 35. Wave 2 is 30, 35, light 40. Wave 3 is 35, light 40, 40. And for me, when I did it, I didn't want to progress just yet. I repeated the last wave. Wave 4 is 35, light 40, 40. It's a very small increase, but it's just enough to gain more strength without mentally intimidating yourself. Then, in a few weeks, it doesn't feel too hard to push forward. Wave 1 is 25, 30, 35. Wave 2 is 30, 35, light 40. Wave 3 is 35, light 40, 40. Then, lifting more resistance, wave 4 is light 40, 40, 45. And that's how to do it. Just small little changes. Next are my legs. What is great about my Bowflex is I can perform both lower back extensions as well as squats from a seated position. I couldn't have done it without being able to sit down. I began doing 8 reps at 95 pounds on each side. I add lightest resistance by taking the 5 pounds off and loading the 10 pounds. I do 6 reps at 100 pounds. I take both 10-pound bands and add a 20-pound band. I do the final 4 reps of this wave. Transition back to 100 pounds with the 10-pound bands. Remember the light version of 20 pounds? It's the new 8 reps. Once completed, take off the 10-pound bands and add the 20-pound band. It's the new 6 reps. Finally, add 5 pounds to that 20 to make it 105 and do 4 reps, which completes the second wave. The third wave begins with the transition. Go back 1 step to 100. It's the new 8 reps. Once completed, add the 5-pound band back. It's the new 6 reps. Finally, take off the 5-pound band and add a 10-pound band to make it 110 and do 4 reps. The fourth wave begins with the transition. Go back 1 step to 105. Do 8 reps. Next, take off the 5-pound and add the 10-pound band back to make it 110 and do 6 reps. Then add the 5-pound band to each side and do the final 4 reps. Unfortunately, there will never be a magic bullet that will fix everything right away. I remember every step that changed me. It's what this channel is all about. Even though I didn't have any guarantee, I caught on as time went by. And I think you will too once it happens to you. At the start, I figured I needed to live with my symptoms just a little longer. And I know it's frustrating. But I promise, one day, symptoms will slowly start going away and living life will become wonderful and beautiful all over again. Thanks for watching. Share this with anyone with MS looking for help. Continue watching this playlist, showing you my week of weights.